Because somebody else had comments to make about, you know, Seven.
He didn't mention.
He didn't name drop, but if I were to simply say, you know, I'm gonna enjoy being able to run block and not have to pass block 800 times. Yeah, I think that's a shot. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, yesterday was Cinco de Mayo. Take a shot for the shot. Boom. We got to talk Big Al. And actually, he's no longer Big Al. He's Alejandro Villanueva now that he's officially signed with the Baltimore Ratbirds. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Al, 2 years, 14 mil, 8 mil guaranteed to go to the Baltimore Ravens. And he didn't just go. He did it in Al fashion. He did his interview, and he had some very interesting comments to make. Made a comment about, you know, it's fun to play an offense where we're going to be able to run block. There's something that he looks forward to doing. Probably not as fun for the wide receivers, and not going to be able to, you know, go out here and get a lot of passes and do a lot of TikToks. That's his words, not my words. That's what he said. That's what he said. I don't make this up. You know me. I'm a Scout's honor. Man of my word. That's what he said. You can play it. It's available anywhere.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Then he goes on to say, you know, when you're having to pass block 800 times, that's just, you know, it's not fun. And I agree. That's a lot. And now, granted, it was an exaggeration, but you can see what he was trying to imply with a certain individual. We're not going to go there, though. It's all good. It's all good. And then
he was talking about Finkner, huh?
That's what it was. They're definitely talking about Randy. It had to be Randy. And then from there, he gives us just the last little coup de grace, you know. Well, I get to play next to Zeitler. And, you know, playing with Zeitler is definitely going to be an upgrade.
It's going to be an upgrade.
It's going to be a huge upgrade.
Well,
that's what he told me.
You sure he said play? I thought he meant like they were going to be driving partners.
Lord.
So I think it even was, I think it was deeper than that.
Oh, it's personal?
I think it was.
Oh, no. That's personal. That's the driving partner.
Yeah.
There's only one driving partner that he has. We know his driving partner.
Not anymore.
Hold on. Let people know the driving partner, please.
Well, I didn't even know about this until 2 days ago, to be honest with you. This just popped up because of his comment.
Yes.
But, yeah, I guess he drove into the facility with David DeCastro every day for his time here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I mean, it was like a brotherhood. Like,
saving on gas.
You see them together. Like, that's how they pull up. You got you, bro.
That was a thing, though.
That's what they do. Like, yeah. No different than when Al was teaching Juju to drive. We knew, okay, you're going to see Juju.
Wait, this was a thing? Where was I
This was dead serious a thing.
Because I wasn't doing media coverage. That's the thing.
Yeah, this was like Juju's first year when
I
he was
just
still
showed up.
the bike.
I just show up and watch the games.
Yeah, remember when Juju was riding the bike, right?
Yeah,
Al was the one who taught him how to drive.
See, I didn't know that
He would
at
let
all.
him get in the pickup truck, the little F-150, drive that thing. And we would all be like, oh, Lord, Juju driving, get off the road. Like, that was
the F-150?
Yeah, here's a pickup.
Wait, so this
pickup truck guy, yeah.
These comments are hitting even more here.
Oh, yeah, that's what we said. Like, yo, it's layered. But you saw, like, certain people respond.
That's three guys you would have, you assume, like, he was boys with them, huh? I always thought him and Ben were boys. I guess obviously the Casher, they were driving partners, and he taught Juju how to drive.
Yeah,
he was in that one, the touchdown celebration at the beginning of the season. Like, yeah, with the Giants.
Yeah, he was a part of the TikTok.
He was one. Yeah, one of them. Someone put him on blast on Twitter. They were like, bro. "Hey Al, is this you?" It was Claypool doing like a TikTok interview with him.
I can't make it up, bro. So obviously, to my surprise, I was just like, man, Al typically doesn't talk in the media. We know he's, you know, a once or twice a year type of guy, but it was a little bit surprising to see those comments. But at the same time, it is what it is, right? I don't think it like knowing the relationships and stuff like that, just from a behind the scenes standpoint, nothing malicious or anything like that. And obviously, I like to joke about it, keep it lighthearted, but you expect this every once in a while. When you're going to another team, you do like to play into that fan base, that crowd, which he was doing a little bit. And obviously, if you're gonna make the switch to a division rival, you might as well go all the way in. I mean, if you gonna do it, you might as well do it, baby, because we know it ain't no coming back right now. I mean, it's how it goes.
Well, yeah, that was one of his comments too, which shouldn't be a surprise, but it was as time went on, because we were speculating, is Al actually going to come back? We haven't heard from him at all. But the Steelers told him like a week after the season ended, you're not coming back. But that was the initial report that we heard.
You're right. You're absolutely
But then since we didn't hear from Al, we didn't really hear about the Steelers on it. Because we weren't signing any left tackles,
and then
really.
what happened? The new thing was, is he going to come back? Because I definitely remember.
It literally might have been the day after we lost.
No, seriously, it was, because they were talking about him. They said with Pouncey was going to be done, whether it was retirement or whatever. He wasn't coming back, and they said that Castro was the other guy to be watching for. And we saw what? Now you hear it full circle. Al definitely said that. You're absolutely right. I'm glad you brought that up.
He said that, and then the reporter, the next question was trying to like bait him into talking shit on the Steelers organization. It was like, do you think they like left you out to dry? or did they do you wrong? And he was just like, no, it was like business. So there were opportunities for him to like really go at it. But some of the stuff that we were just joking about, I don't think it's like that big of a deal. If anything, I was talking to you about the interview was actually kind of interesting.
No, it was.
He was talking about his backstory and stuff.
And I mean, it was cool. Obviously, like, we know a lot of this because we were here for the process, but just him sharing the story about when he decided to go to Carnegie Mellon and his mindset coming.
He was just going to play 1 year.
Yeah, that's all he wanted. He just wanted to get into school. That was it. And it made sense. Like, when we talked to him during that time, it made sense because you remember, he was playing D end with the Eagles. We saw him in the preseason in 2014. Played him over there in, was it Lincoln Field, whatever it is. And then from there, that's when we had brought him back and tried to switch him to offensive line. So for him, you got to think. He's going from, I was cut from over here, I'm going to switch position to O-line over here.
Wasn't he a tight end initially in college?
He was a tight end wide receiver in college, then obviously leaves to go serve, then comes back playing D-end, and now, you know, you're going to ask, hey, come over here, you just got released, switch positions. Yeah, for him, that made sense for that to be his mentality. A lot of us didn't think that he would last. And then we saw once Munchak got his hands on him, which he talks about Munchak a lot in that interview as well because of how impactful he was on his development. You could see him just continuing to get better. You could see him understanding that, okay, if I'm a bigger guy, I got to learn that trap move where he will smack a guy's hands down to ultimately stop the bull rush. It's a great counter. It's a great, just unorthodox. It's kind of like fighting a southpaw, right? You're used to this right hand, and then it's like, whoa, this is different. How do I respond to this? Like, that was dope to see him develop that. And then obviously he's went on and had the career that he's had. But still, it's like, dang, man, you ain't got to say it all. You don't got to say certain things like that. Man, I was over here having flashbacks. I'm like, between him, he done left and talked bad. Jesse James left and talked bad. Shoot, Nick Vannett wasn't even here that long, and he left and talked bad. You got Emmanuel Sanders, remember when he was like, man, it's best quite to play with. It's not even cool. I'm like, God, does everybody leave and talk crazy? Like, what's going on here, man?
Yeah, it's sad.
Understand, bro.
You know what I was thinking, though? It was kind of funny, his TikTok comment. Like, we were kind of thinking that during the season. Let's be real. We were like, this TikTok stuff's getting a little out of control. Especially when we were losing, at least.
Yes.
But
especially when we started losing. That changed everything.
Yeah. So, actually, this is like a side story for this season. What's the TikTok stuff's going to be like? Ooh. That's going to be a side story.
Is Najee a TikToker? Do you know?
I don't think. I think it's just Claypool and Juju.
Okay. Deontay, right? Deontay.
No,
he doesn't TikTok?
No.
See, I don't follow it like that. I know you're a part of like that TikTok. You're like in
I think it's just Juju and Claypool, honestly. Okay. That's it. Okay. Because there's other Steelers that get in on the videos and stuff. I mean, maybe Duck. I think he might have one, but Duck isn't here anymore. He's not here anymore. But I'm just trying to think of the people. That might be it. That honestly might have been it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it was Juju and Claypool.
Huh. Well, it's gonna be real interesting to see if the TikToks continue then. Hey.
I think you're just playing with fire if you do it again.
Will we get the dance on the logo again? New year?
No,
it's a new year. It's a new
year. We gotta put that stuff aside.
Why? It's a new year.
I'm not against any of that, but it's just gonna bring way more publicity than we need.
It is.
It's gonna be way too much.
I'm toxic. I was part, like I said, that 2014, 17 range. Like, we were toxic. We danced. We social media. It was a bad time. So yeah.
But I feel like this is way bigger though. I mean, you had the AB Facebook Live, but no one ever thought like, oh, he's gonna keep doing that. In this case, it's really easy just to keep doing this TikTok stuff.
Absolutely, man.
I hope they don't, man. And it's not. I'm not coming from the standpoint of like, old guy, don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, you should do it. You should build your brand up as big as possible.
Build the brand.
I think just around that time on the football field, it does nothing to help. It does nothing to help. There's only going to be negatives that come out of it.
I agree. I definitely agree. But either way, you know how we do in the comment section, man. Let us know your thoughts on Al, man. Al not moving, but signing with the Ravens, man. Do you think this is a good move? Do you like it for the Ravens? I personally think it's a good move for us because he also said in the interview that he was going to be switching positions.
Right tackle.
He's going to be playing right tackle. To me, I like that, knowing who he's going to be facing when he plays the Pittsburgh Steelers. T.J. Watt. I love that.
Now, what do you think of him all of a sudden having this run-blocking mentality?
That's the other thing I heard. I'm like, hold on. You keep talking, man.
Isn't his strength more pass blocking?
Absolutely.
So him going to the Ravens, maybe he thought this was like a hidden talent that he's had in his system. For how long? He talked about blocking for Le'Veon Bell. Like, he loved blocking for Le'Veon Bell. So I don't know if maybe at this point in his career he could develop that again or bring that back? Because that's the Ravens' mentality and how they operate their offense.
Yeah, but for me, I'm just
we still passed the ball a ton with Bell.
We did. That's what I don't think he understands. Like that offense of Baltimore, they run. Like I remember, like what me and him would complain about with our practices when we would have to do a lot of this run blocking and us on defense having to play the run. We're just like, bro, this is I'm cool on this. This headache drill. I don't like the headache drill. He didn't like the headache drill either. I'm like, going to Baltimore every day is headache drill. Every practice is gonna be headache practice. Like that's what it's gonna be. You might as well line up in front of your nearest cinder block, put your helmet on, mouthpiece in, and just headbutt it. Just keep headbutting it. That's what that drill is like when you just playing to run all day. That's what they're gonna be doing. That's not fun. No one wants to do that. I hate playing to run.
Yeah, so that was interesting to me because based off his interview, I was like, man, I can't believe we let this dude go. Yeah. It looks like he's gonna be back to like Pro Bowl form the way he's talking.
Right.
So from an X's and O's standpoint, do you think him moving to right tackle, him being more of a pass blocker than a run blocker, how does this make sense? Like outside of the outside of the theatrics, outside of the just the quotes and some of the good things he was saying from the interviews, like just from an X's and O's standpoint, I mean, I don't know.
I personally don't see how. Well, actually, I will take that back. I can see how he can be effective with it, but it's more so scheme related, not necessarily him just blowing guys off the ball. When you think about that style of offense, it's not your traditional quarterback under center type runs like you think Cleveland Browns, you think Tennessee Titans, where it's very predictable. We know exactly where the ball is going. It's just more so, are we man enough to stop you? With Cleveland, obviously in week 17 and in the wild card game, we just weren't man enough to stop them, regardless of what it may be, injuries and things like that. But that ultimately would have boiled down to when you're playing Baltimore, though. Now it becomes more the deception. It becomes more assignment football. It becomes more how do we account for the dive and Lamar Jackson. That's the part where you can have a guy like Al who might not be the best run blocker, but he can get in your way, and he's obviously has enough size to be effective that way. That's how they, the old linemen are able to really have success there, because when you're having to account for, all right, did he really give that thing, or am I supposed to be running over here, and Lamar's a threat to take us to the house, I can't tee off on this tackle the way I really want to. And that's the part where I think is going to benefit him. That's where you have heard old linemen talk about it being an easier scheme because of that right there. You never have to deal with the full charge, the full blunt of the bro, just because with that offense, you can't. If you do that, the misdirection, the fake here, oh, who has it? I don't know. That guy's he's going to hit his head on the goalpost. That's typically how it works. So that part will help him. But when you've seen the Ravens struggle is when they've had to become one-dimensional, where they've either had to stay in and really try to run this rock, right? Or they're really having to pass because they're behind. That's when they struggle. And ultimately, that's when Al's going to see that is not as fun as you think it is playing for that. And it's different when it's 7 back there, quarterback, in terms of how he drops, in terms of his release, in terms of the timing of it and things. Whereas Lamar, we know Lamar ain't getting rid of that ball in 2 seconds.
Well, yeah.
That's not what Lamar gonna do.
If they get down,
the
stuff that he was kind of lamenting or complaining about might come back and even worse in this type of system.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if they're down 10 or 14 and then we've TJ Watt out there or one of the Browns edge rushers, like just teeing off, all they're going to do is pass. That could be bad for Al.
Absolutely. So to me, I think that this is a benefit for us. For the Ravens, I feel bad for you. But
what do you think of that TJ Al matchup then? Have you ever seen it in practice?
No, because typically Al has always been on that. So actually, no. I have seen it a little bit when this is before TJ and Bud switched. When TJ was still playing left, Bud was on the right side. Yeah. So with TJ, I mean, obviously he would have success, stuff like that, but he was just young. That was the thing. We haven't seen bona fide TJ versus Al, because when he became bona fide, that's when they had switched the sides. So that's my thing. And him versus Bud is so different stylistically in terms of Bud's rush style versus TJ's rush style. So I can't even picture how that's going to operate. But I just like the matchup for TJ because I know how TJ rushes. I know what he's able to do well, and I know what Al struggles with. So to me, I just think that this is going to be a good matchup for us, especially when it comes to them having to throw the ball, which I obviously like anyways. But then from there, I'm still just interested to see how Al does on the right side. It's a difference. People struggle when they got a flip-flop size. There's a reason why right tackles are right tackles and left tackles are typically left tackles. So that's the part that I want to see. How is he going to operate on a 17-game basis at right tackle?
What are you thinking initially? What's going to change completely for him?
well, number one, the footwork of it. Number two, the style of rushes you're going against. Typically, you're more of your run block, your run stuffers, bigger body guys, because your stud passers typically go against the left tackle. We're different in Pittsburgh, whereas we'll have TJ going against that right tackle, a little bit different. But for the majority of the time, he's going to be dealing with the better run block or the better run defenders, which to me, I'm just like, that's what you struggle with. Like, it's no myth. Like, it's nothing new about it. Like, we know that's what you struggle with. So that's the part for me where I'm just kind of like, the money made sense, but I don't think the rest of he's thought through like that.
Okay. Yeah, they paid him a lot.
Yeah, they did, man.
Yeah.
They did.
So, but I guess that's in the ballpark range just because of how scarce some of these tackles are out there.
I mean, just think
that's
about
something we weren't willing to pay, though.
Well, and
sure.
I said, if Banner got, what, 2 for $9?
Yeah, he got Banner like 4 or 5 a year.
Banner got 2 for $9, 4 or 5 a year. Al is way more proven, way more decorated, way more experienced. That, lets you know kind of where the floor is with that.
Yeah. We'll see what happens, man. It's going to be an exciting matchup. This is just more fuel to the fire now.
It is, though,
dude, people are going to get amped for those matchups.
No question. Like, they're already amped in the chat right here. We got Bro High says, Al going to sabotage the Ravens run game for us. I'm with you. I agree. I appreciate you on that. Yes, indeed. Then he says, Zachary. Zachary says, he is the starter for the Ravens, and TJ is going to eat against him. I agree with that. Then he says, TJ will not be able to be blocked by him, period. I was like,
too bad he didn't take a shot at TJ. That's what we needed. We needed some internet beef between TJ and Al, because TJ would respond.
Oh, TJ definitely responds.
Maybe give that Jordan meme. I took it personally.
TJ got energy. I like he already dropped that, though. Remember, he dropped that.
I know.
For the MVP.
Yeah, I guess you can't do that again.
So he's good, man. He's good. Let's see. I ain't gonna read that. We'll keep it clean. We keep it nice here today. All right, but Brian shares our sentiment. He couldn't even run block last year when we tried to do it. I agree, man. I just don't think that's gonna help him out, man. Yeah, this is a bad situation for him, bro. Bad situation. And then the last,
if you listen to what he's saying, I mean, you could really fall into that, because he's making this sound like the most amazing move ever. And he's gonna be turning back the clock.
Absolutely, man.
So yeah, we'll see. Because there was a lot of Ravens fans that were excited in like the comments. And stuff. Like if you watched it on YouTube, the Ravens people were going off. They were loving this.
They were, man. Absolutely, but it's all good, man. They can love it as much as they want.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you could have this victory right now. We'll take it in the regular season.
Hey, it's that simple.
Dude, you hear something? What?
Hold on, bro. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the people? We got an announcement. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, another episode is brought to you by Manscaped, and they just actually called me up. I had my little earpiece in, and they just exclusively just dropped this new Lawnmower 4.0. I mean, we saw the 3.0, right? We said the 3.0 was a bad mamma jamma, generational, but they just dropped the 4.0. Oh my God. And today, ladies and gentlemen, y'all are going to get a little reveal right on air just for y'all, because we care about y'all, and we know y'all care about us, and it's a whole new balls game, baby. That's what it is now. So let's just, while we over here, let's see how we turn.
Does it still have the light?
It has the light. We got to have the light because we're tactical. Yeah. It has the Manscaped. Apparently, I could turn the light on. Let me see if I can get this popping on camera real quick. I could turn the light off.
Damn.
Can I?
No, I'm good. I'm good right now.
Did I use it?
Because I'm.
It smells good. But ladies and gentlemen,
I might bring the beard back. So
if you do, just whenever you need a little trim on your trim, I got you, baby. New Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0. You definitely want to get this. And as y'all already know, man, your delicate areas, your twins, the two dangling ones, they will thank you for that. Oh, and I almost forgot, Deke. It wouldn't be a read if we didn't have a promo code, right? We don't do anything without promo codes. So with
that's a demand of ours, huh?
Absolutely. Use the promo code MOST, receive up to 20% off on all of your orders, along with free shipping. Love free shipping, love promo codes, love 20% off. So like I said, man, use the promo code MOST, and then that way you can take care of your delicate twins, baby.